Here's a confession. I went from being someone who hated meditation, hated it, to someone who loves meditation, and it's now an absolute non-negotiable in my life. But how did I get here? Well, it was quite the journey, I'm not going to lie, because I used to find meditation really boring. I found it hard to sit still. My mind would race around like a monkey, jumping from branch to branch in a tree. Do you know what? No wonder Buddhists call it the monkey mind, because as soon as I sat quietly and tried to settle, it was as if permission had been granted from a mind to think about the most random things, and it would just not shut up, no matter what I did. Training in the coaching and therapy world, meditation was one of those things which was always on my to-do list, alongside yoga, mindfulness practice, gratitude practices, and journaling, which I was told would be life-changing for me to help heal anxiety and transform my life. Yet, somehow, these would be the activities I often didn't quite get round to, and then would just feel guilty at seeing them yet again remaining unticked on my daily planner. Does that sound familiar? I'm going to share with you an uncomfortable truth I learned about meditation that I hope will get you to think about it in a very different way. By the way, this is Paul Shepherd on the Mindset Change podcast. Welcome. If you've not yet subscribed, please do, as I promise you, you really do not want to miss out on the episodes that are coming your way this year. If you are serious about transforming your mindset to change your life, then make sure you have access to the latest episodes. So let's get back to this uncomfortable truth. It's a bit embarrassing, but I'm just going to be open with you about my mindset around this and how it used to be. If I had seen meditation when I was younger as something that gave me status, boosted my looks, and gave me something to show off so that I could receive validation from people around me, there would have been no stopping me in doing everything I could to be the best meditator I could be. I would not have cared that it was challenging. I would not have cared that it was boring. I would have made myself do it. I would have set aside time every day to master the art of meditation with those extrinsic goals in mind to reap the rewards. I mean, look, I was happy to make time to walk to the gym, which is about half an hour, do the workout for about an hour, and walk back for the half an hour so that I could look good. Now, I would love to say that I was working out back then for my mental and physical health, but that would be an absolute lie. It was all about how the workout at a gym would make me look so I could get validation off of other people. I know it goes a bit deeper than that really in regards to how safe I would feel if people gave me positive praise, but in reality, I was only focusing on the physical aspects, the way that I would look after a gym workout. But I'd struggled to make time for a 10 to 20 minute plus meditation. I mean, where am I going to find the time to do that with everything else I've got going on? So what changed my mind? Coaching with some radical honesty. I had to face facts. I was not going to live the life I truly wanted to live if I didn't invest time in my personal growth and health. Picturing a future me in 20 years living a life full of misery and regret for what I didn't do to invest in myself intrinsically filled me with a strong feeling of dread from head to toe. So I increased my rather sporadic mindfulness meditation practices, where I began to realize something about my ego, my conditioned mind. My crafty ego was the culprit behind making meditation more of a struggle than it needed to be. I wonder if you can relate to these. So like my ego, is your ego using self-sabotage to stop you meditating? Is your ego wanting to do something much more exciting than sit still and train your awareness? Is your ego resistant to hearing what your true self, soul, or spirit really has to say? Is your ego spinning a story that you are a failure and not very good at meditation, so why even bother? And does your ego convince you that you don't have time to meditate anyway? Does it tell you that meditations are a luxury that you just can't afford to make time for? And lastly, is your ego telling you that meditation can't be working for you as you find it too hard? And by the way, one of the reasons why we do find it hard is that the brain is rewiring itself through the struggle of meditation. And that is a good thing. It means over time, it becomes easier to a degree anyway. But it's time, isn't it? It's time to stop letting your ego dominate your life choices through out-of-date programs it's running to keep you safe from something it thinks is dangerous to you. It's time to change your identity from someone who struggles to meditate to being that person who just meditates. One of the main reasons we can struggle to change habits is that we still identify as someone who does them or struggles with them. This flaky, non-committal approach will set you up to fail. For example, when I stopped drinking alcohol, I made a firm commitment to be a non-drinker as my identity. Not someone who drinks now and then, or someone who is stopping for a bit, or even someone who struggles with wanting a drink at weekends and parties. I'm the type of person who doesn't drink alcohol. End of. I'm the type of person who meditates daily. End of. Say that with me. I'm the type of person who meditates daily. End of. And start making the commitment to be 100% the person that you want to be. Don't wait to feel motivated. That is a trap. Take steps to make your commitment a reality so it comes more naturally to you. I promise you, it will be the gift that keeps on giving. And just to end, I'm not the type of person who's going to try to sell you meditation. Though there are some beautiful meditations on this podcast, don't you know? No one needs to meditate. Let me make that clear. I'm going to say it again. No one needs to meditate. But the gold you can uncover through the practice of meditation, I don't think you can put a price on it. Thank you so much for listening to this episode. If you enjoyed it, please share, please subscribe, please leave me a review and let me know what you think of the points covered in this episode. Remember to stay awake, stay aware, and I hope you have the most incredible day.